Today we're going to give you a quick overview on how to time an H&M Model O, 1, or number 2 beveling machine. The timing on these machines are important for a smooth operation. When we talk about timing, we're referring to these two number 9 pinions turning in unison as it drives the ring gear. There's an open spot on the ring gear that needs to be jumped during the cutting process, and these two number 9 pinions allow that to occur. You'll see that as we leave the ring gear over here, this number 9 pinion is still driving the ring gear. It's important that these number 9s turn in unison so that it will feed smoothly in and out of the ring gear assembly. Now, after this machine's been in the field for a while, it can be dropped, bumped, moved around to where this pinion over here is going to be knocked out of timing. I'm going to intentionally turn this, move that pinion to where it's no longer timed perfectly. If you notice, it bumped just going in there. If it's out of time, potentially it'll come tooth to tooth and lock the machine up and stop the cutting process. So the timing is move the ring gear out of the number 9 pinion, loosen 2 set screws back here on the sprocket. When those 2 set screws are loose, this pinion then can be rotated. Feed the ring gear back into the pinion. You see we're hitting tooth to tooth and stopping it. We're going to help it get in there. Once it's in there, we're going to notice it's not too deep, it's not bottomed out. The pinion, center it in the teeth, and then retighten the 2 set screws on the 14th sprocket. With those 2 set screws tight, the pinions are now timed and turning in unison to make a perfect transition from one pinion to the other. It's important that these two stay timed for smooth operation. It's important that they're not too deep into the ring gear to bottom out. One other thing that can throw this machine out of timing is the back 12A roller chain.
Doing good.
The 12A roller chain is what times, also moves these two number 9 pinions in unison. It comes around the 2 sprockets. That keeps the 2 pinions timed together. The 12A roller chain should have equal tension top and bottom. If your machine gets banged around and a lot of slop or is set into this chain, that will allow those pinions to move and throw themselves out of time. So it's important the chain has equal tightness top and bottom. To tighten that,
I don't know if you're going to cut a saddle in a pipe. Is that what he's trying to do?
if you find that your chain is loose top and bottom,
I need to know.
there's 3 bolts that need to be loosened up. We're going to loosen the bolts.
He's cutting the saddle on, and what it's going to be, what size pipe it's going to be.
They keep the handle in place.
Ball thickness. You need to know the schedule.
We're going to loosen the 2 bolts that hold the 17 bracket in place. And then we're just going to snug those.
Okay, I'll be here. Thank you.
Loose and then just snug. With a rawhide hammer, you can see I can move this around to where I can get quite a bit of slop in this chain. By loosening these and just snugging them, take your rawhide hammer, bump it, tightening top and bottom. Retighten the bolts. what secures that 17 bracket. We are now at tension top and bottom perfectly. At which time we're going to turn this around so we can see it again. We want to look at the timing process after we've tightened the chain. Chain is now top and bottom snug. Actually, we're a little low into that gear right now. So I'm going to, we're almost bottoming out. Not quite. That is probably still a usable situation. But we would go back through the process, loosen this, bring it up a little bit, because I think we're just a little low into it, but not bad. And re-go through the timing process one more time by loosening this, bringing that bracket up slightly. If we have to, we'll come back over here to the 18 side and use it to tighten it up. And again, you're looking to get both of these turning in unison and not too deep into the ring gear assembly. So you can chase this back and forth, watching to make sure we're snug top and bottom, and we're timed. It's a pretty simple process. It can be done in the field with a few simple wrenches, and it'll keep your machine tuned and running at its best. Thank you.